Hello, my name is Dawn Astrom, and I'm making this video for my education class at Georgetown College. It is EDU 583, Linguistics and Analysis. This is for English language learners, teachers. It's important that they have a strong base in linguistics in order to in English in order to compare and contrast the language of their English language learners with English to better meet the needs of their students. So I'm going to share with you information about the Arabic language that the Syrians speak. They speak North Levantine, and there's also a South Levantine Arabic, but I will be referring to the North Levantine Arabic as Levantine Arabic. There's also an East and a West version of Arabic, and depending on which region you come from, people come from, it's important because they would not be able to understand one another. I believe the East and the West have that issue. The reason this is important is because you will be having translators. You cannot put all groups of people that speak Arabic into one language. They're quite different. So that needs to be known for assessing and young children or children of any age, and getting supports for those parents as well. You need to know which Arabic they speak. Okay. In Syria, they speak North Levantine, as well as the people, the Lebanese people speak this type of Arabic, as well as the Palestinians of the West Bank and the Gaza. So total, there's like 14.2 million people that speak North Levantine Arabic, which we'll be learning about in this short video. In their home life and in their communities, they all speak North Levantine Arabic. However, when they go to school, in public settings, and in written communication, they all speak, and in the schools, it's MSA. It's Modern Standard Arabic. So that's important to know that they are spoken in education, media, and written communication, like I would say newspapers. So that's important to know. There are 27 to 35 consonants, depending Modern Arabic or North Levantine Arabic. And that 7 of the consonants are not that we have are not spoken in Arabic. So the teachers would need to focus on helping the students learn to pronounce those correctly, because what might happen is that the Syrian students may just rely on similar sounds in their Levantine Arabic. So that's why we want to give them extra practice in meaningful, content-rich ways, not in isolation. So now I'm going to share with you the differences in the language. For example, we have our root words, and we build on the ends of our root words, or with prefixes and suffixes, on the beginning and the ending of the words. Well, in Levantine Arabic, they adjust the middle of the words. For example, camels, camel, camels. They adjust the letters inside of the word to make camel plural. So therefore, our way, the English way of building on root words, is going to be vastly different to them. And also, where we have pronouns, we have free morphemes, and they have their pronouns. It's bound inside the word, so they understand it, and ours are kind of free, so it's easy for them to omit them. For example, one person might say, "Whose bear is this?" And the Arabic learner may say, "The boy," instead of saying his. We'll answer a lot with pronouns, and that will be more of a challenge for them to learn how to answer using our pronouns. Um, Also, passive, possessive, and superlative markers are absent in the Levantine dialect. So, for example, when we say the king's crown, well, the Arabic speaking student may just say king crown, because they're not used to that possessive. And comparatives, faster, fastest, that will be new for them as well. So the teacher would keep that in mind and can use a small partner pair activity so that they can practice having a conversation, comparing some pictures, or comparing an event in the classroom to make it more meaningful. And also, they may leave out the subject, because in Arabic, they often delete drop the subject, and they may do that when learning English. So that's something to keep in mind. They also may drop the articles. For example, I need a cup. They might just say, "I need cup," because they're not used to our articles that we have. And word orders, they can have multiple ways to order their words in the Levantine Arabic dialect. For example, they have subject, verb, object. So at least they've seen how we usually order our sentences, but they could also use the verb, then the subject, and the object after that. So there's a potential for errors when learning English if the teacher is aware of this point with their the Levantine Arabic. And like I said, they could drop the overt pronominal subject, and here's an example. They call it a pro-drop, subject dropping. The difference is, for example, the student may say just eating instead of "I am eating," or "they are playing." They may just say playing. Okay, such word order effects can also be seen in production of noun phrases. And what's interesting with noun phrases is that they may say hat big, because they usually have the noun and the adjective following the noun, and we usually have the adjectives in front of the nouns. So that's another difference that the teacher would have to be aware of to address that. And also they may have times where they have deletion of a relative marker. For example, to say, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" the child may respond, "An astronaut flies to the moon," rather than thinking of themselves and starting and saying, "I want to be." They would just tell you, and I think that this may happen in Mandarin as well, where they don't start with telling you what they want to be, but they'll make a sentence to kind of give you an answer, a statement, more than a personal feeling comment back, answering the question, thinking of themselves. That's maybe new in Arabic as well as Mandarin. And this was interesting about numbers. For example, from 1 to 10,